So this car just came in from IAA. We purchased this at Los Angeles branch. Again, this car was portrayed or advertised as a run and drive vehicle with good airbags. Now I'm going to show you a couple things that are incorrect. Number one, this is not a run and drive. This vehicle does not drive, does not move forward, does not move backward, not even 1 inch, not even 1 centimeter. The axle suspension is completely busted. The axle is completely out of the suspension. This vehicle is a rear-wheel drive car. It needs an axle to move back and forth. And this wheel is touching the quarter panel, which is also going to be scraping. But this car does not move. I will turn it on for you in a second. I'll let you know that, it doesn't move. Now, it also says it's good airbags. This car does not have good airbags. When we turn this vehicle on, we will see the airbag light stays on. Now, we don't get to see this car in person, so we have no idea. We're relying on the IAA personnel to accurately disclose what's in plain sight to them, since they have the vehicle in front of them. We do not. We go based on what they see. So they put this car has good airbags. If you can see right here, this is the knee airbag. That's where the knee airbag would go. That's deployed. This cover would normally be dangling when it's deployed, but they got creative here and they put a screw right through it to hold it in place so you can't see that the airbag is deployed. So the airbag is gone. Okay. Then if you go to the other side, you can see that this has been tampered with. You can see this. You can't see any of this in the pictures because they don't show you this in the pictures because it's concealed. So I took this off and you can see there's clearly no airbag in the roof. This car should have an airbag on the roof. You can also see that it's all wrinkled because they pulled that out. The one over there is also missing. This seatbelt is tight. That usually means the airbag deployed. I mean, you turn this car on, and which you had to turn it on to make it a run and drive. You would see, even if you don't see that and you don't expect anything else, you would see that the airbag light is on the dash, which is an indicative that there's something wrong with the airbag. So it doesn't take a genius to look and see, hey, there's a missing airbag there, and it's already been tampered with. They already took the airbag off there. And here's your run and drive. I put it in reverse. Hear that? Doesn't move. It's not moving. It's not moving. And this transmission obviously doesn't go into gear. So I don't understand how this is a run and drive vehicle. Other things that are wrong with it, of course, it's missing the tail lights. Tail lights were on the picture and you can see them on the picture, but they're not here. Okay, that's the rocker panel molding. Looks like somebody already took the tire too. The spare tire is missing. That's not in here. Obviously, there's no reason for that to be missing. And if we go digging a little bit further, we can see that this cowl is not from this vehicle. This cowl is all completely broken. There's no reason for this cowl to be broken if the impact hasn't happened here. So that's obviously doesn't make sense. We go a little bit more to the hood. You can see that's all beat up. This fan shroud does not belong to this car. This is somebody else's car. They swapped out the good fan shroud and they put this beat up one. They also swapped out the front rebar and they put in one that's been damaged. It doesn't make sense how the bumper is going to be clean, yet the rebar is going to be all bent sideways. The airbox is broken. That was also replaced with the good one, and they put in a bad one. There's some kind of computer that goes here that's completely missing. That shouldn't be missing. And there's your cowl that's all completely torn from another car. Now, another important key factor, it's missing the hood struts that hold the hood in place. And as you can see, those hood hinges have also been replaced because they're not even from this car. They're not red, they're not painted. So all this stuff has been done to this car at some point at the insurance auction company. I don't know where it was done, but obviously this is a fraudulent car. There's just a lot of parts that are missing and a lot of parts that were swapped out, the good from the bad. Usually when we get a car from the insurance company, that doesn't happen. This is an insurance vehicle. So I don't understand how or who did this. So insurance company isn't, obviously they're not going to steal parts from the car. It's also missing all the sensors that were there, just the holes. They took the sensors and they took the harness. So all this stuff amounts to thousands and thousands of dollars in extra repairs that are not, that you do not take account for when you buy the vehicle, since you're going based on what IAA says, and they say the damage was in the rear, and they say it's a run and drive vehicle with good airbags, which this car is clearly not. So I'm hoping that you guys see this vehicle and that this gets fixed. I do not want to purchase this vehicle with this much damage and with this undisclosed things that are missing and bad and deployed. It's just not worth it at this point. And I just want this to stop happening, because this is basically deceiving clients. And I'm hoping that IAA is not involved with this. I'm hoping they do what's right for me, and also they prevent this from happening in the future, because this is just not right. It's just not good business. It's basically you're taking advantage of people because they're not there to see the car in person. We're relying on your observations, on your inspection, and we're hoping that you're truthful when you advertise this car. You don't just say it's run and drive with good airbags to get more money out of the vehicle, to make more money for the company. It shouldn't be that way. It should be disclosed as what it is. This is a deployed vehicle with deployed airbags. It is definitely not a run and drive. At most, it's a start. Now, why are all these other pieces missing? That might be beyond your control. But the airbag, you should have known. The driving issue, you should definitely know that. So this needs to be fixed. Please do things the way they should be done. Retrain the people who are inspecting these vehicles, because they're obviously not trained right to do the job correctly, and prevent this from happening to other people, because I guarantee you this is not the only car. There's many cars like this. And I'm one of the few people that are actually taking the time to film and, disclose what's happening with IAA. I'm hoping that, other people that this has happened to, they come forward too, because it's never going to stop unless people start to complain and they start realizing that this is not the right way to do business.